Whew, what is up? My dog's lost here. Beautiful morning, and we're gonna go chase after some big snook. I just want to give a big thanks to all the people who've been supporting on Patreon. If you haven't been following along closely, I left all of my sponsors in this year, and I'm only doing things on Patreon. So if you want to support there, you get early access to all the videos, and I answer all private messages, and I write weekly blog posts updating you about what I'm filming and what I'm doing. So there'll be a link down below where you can do that. But anyways, let's go smash some big fish. We're starting out this morning throwing the old topwater, of course, black and chartreuse. Now this is a color that I feel like no one throws, dude. And I have caught so many giants on that lure right there. My PB snook caught before I was making videos, 43 inches on that right there. I've caught probably more 40s on a black and chartreuse topwater than anything else. They just crush. So that's what we're gonna start off throwing. I got some big fancy glide baits that I showed in the other video that I might throw around too to see if we can catch a snook. I wanna catch a big one, and I wanna try to catch it in a cool way if it's possible. So currently on deck, in case of emergency, we have topwater right here. That's got swirled on. Topwater, ooh, it might be a jack crevalle. Topwater, glide bait on the Calcutta, giant popper on my big 9-foot, basically surf rod. Then we got a spinning rod for some finesse tactics. And we're just gonna do all we can to catch some big fish. See a snook right against the wall. He's not a giant, might be questionable whether he eats this or not, but. Oh my God, that's a jack. Oh my gosh. There's not the snook, but there was a snook up there. There's a lot of fish up there. Either like 20 jack boiled at once, or one of them was really big and I got stuck with a medium-sized one. I still see snooks swimming around on the wall. So we're gonna give him the pump. Oh my gosh, yeah man, they're just hunting on the wall. So we're gonna give this jack the pump and see if we can just get right back on it. Oh, love starting the morning with a nice crevalle. And about 300 yards in the distance, I see about a 7-foot bull shark fin cruising across the surface. Oh, I have my drag absolutely hammered on this fish too, man. He's a strong boy. Come on, get on in. I got bigger fish to fry. You're actually much bigger than I thought you were. I thought this was like a 5-pounder. Oh, stop. Doing the submarine circles around the boat. This one's a quarter sub, but dude, he has me absolutely bent. Such a good fish. Beautiful quarter sub right there, probably about an 8-pounder maybe. Start the morning here and we'll send them head first. If you're new to the world of jack crevalle and fast moving fish like that, instead of sitting there reviving them, you throw them head first, because jack don't ever stop swimming. They do not sit still. So you holding them in place sometimes isn't very helpful if the current's not ripping through their gills. But you going yeet and throwing them into the water like that, shoots water through their gills and they take off. All right, we got 2 things tied on. We have a small swim bait that we skip underneath the docks, and we have a big glide bait right here. Now this thing is so cool. In the video the other day, I threw this a little bit, I talked about it. This is a handmade bait that a guy hand painted and sent to me named Theory Swim Baits on Instagram. Didn't ask for a shout out, didn't pay me, but was just nice enough, said, hey, I make these for striper and largemouth. I wanna send you one, see if you can catch some snook on it. So we're gonna roll that around some of the docks here, and then also the small soft plastic, and see if we can catch a big fish. I know the soft plastic will, and I know this can, but can it catch a big old giant one? Oh my God, osprey just about dive bombed my lure. Dude, that's how you know your lure looks good when an osprey starts trying to eat it. Stop it. Stop. 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 Hey, get away from that. Get away from that. Get away. Get away. Get away. Get away. Stop. 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 God, Pelican. Go. Chill, bro. What's the matter with you? Oh, he's so fast. Alrighty, we've moved to some clear water. We're gonna try the glide bait out where the fish can see it. My biggest fear fishing this clear water though is the old Baccaruda. He might just bite us off, but we gotta try. Oh, I just got smashed on the glide. I don't know what it was, but something just rocked it. 5 hours of casting, 2 eats on the glide. Killing it, absolutely killing it. Today it's about the dedication to the craft and hoping our dedication will pay off. Oh my gosh. Oh, dude. Freaking like 45-inch barracuda was just sitting there underneath my glide bait. I'm so glad he didn't eat. This thing was a monster, probably like a 20-pounder. There's a snook coming right down the bank right here. I'm gonna pitch the glide out in front, see if he... Oh, he's right under it. Oh, come on. He is so not sure what to think of this thing. Alright, he's done. Oh, barracuda just T-boned it. Don't cut me off. It's the last thing I want to hook on this glide bait right now. Perfect. Ooh, snook right here. God. Oh, he hit it. He freaking slammed it. Oh my gosh, he's all over it. He hit it like 4 times. That is not the snook. Please don't cut me off. There's a snook hitting it like 4 or 5 times, and this cuda came up and just sniped it from underneath him. All right, the old Stinkaruda. Oh my God! What the heck was that? I'll tell you what, man. I swung this bait for 4 hours without getting a single bite, and now that I've moved to some clear water, I'm getting follows, I'm getting eats, I'm having snook engage with it, a lot of kudos. Just really needed some nice blue clear water for this swim bait to, or this glide bait to be successful, it feels like. Oh, dude, T-boned. Dude, the kudas are murdering this glide bait. Gosh. I need to get away from these kudas, man. They're scaring me. I do not want them to chew off one of my this glide bait. But it's working, man. It's working. Snook. It's right up in these mangroves right here. I just watched him swim into his head directly in front of me. Oh, he's on it. That's snook on the glide. Oh, just munched that glide. Oh, he popped off. He had me around this piling. It was about a 27, 28 incher. Gosh, that snook crushed it. That is what we've been looking for all day. Oh, he got away, but that was sweet. All right, we gotta get one to stay on with the glide, man. That was awesome. I mean, he shot out of those mangroves and just T-boned the glide bait. Damn. Thought that was snook. Oh man, snook just followed. Dude, you, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? That snook just like was so zeroed in on the glide bait. He's not a very big fish, he's probably like 20 inches. Tried to eat it against my boat, basically. It's crazy how just like, oh, so many snook on it. Dude, this thing is interesting. Oh, there's one still sitting down low. Dude. The snook like blacked out. They're like literally ignoring, like my boat doesn't exist to them right now. They're like, look at that massive pilchard, I have to eat it. That was sick. Oh, and here's another one right on it, man. I mean, they're getting on top of it. Oh, there's a fish. What is that? Good Lord. That's gotta be a cuda. Please don't cut me off. It's a big cuda too. Oh. That is all. I'm just like, don't break me off, man. That is a big cuda. Wow. Not a giant, but a good one. Oh, you are a fat boy. Certainly not the target species, but they've been hard to keep off that glide bait today, man. Send that cuda on his way. That was a good one. Oh my gosh, there's a snook right there. He just didn't hook up. Dude, that was like another slot-sized fish. He just absolutely T-boned the glide bait. Dude, he came all the way out. He ate there, and he came out from that boat, I'm pretty sure. I'm really hoping we can catch big fish before the day's over. Been out all day. Well, our day of glide baiting has to come to an end because we're about to get dunked on by a big old thunderstorm. I pushed it as long as I could, but we got to go to the ramp before we get absolutely blasted. It was really cool seeing the glide bait. No giant fish, you know, one decent sized cuda, hooked 2 slot snook that just popped off. Really cool just to see the potential at work. Like, I promise you, I'm gonna catch a giant on that glide bait. Without a doubt, I'm gonna catch a giant snook on that glide bait. Like, there's no way it won't work. And once I found the clear water and started working, it was crazy to see how aggressive they were on it. Super cool. If you guys enjoyed the video, like it, subscribe it, consider supporting on Patreon, all that stuff. I appreciate you guys. Until next video, peace.